This is Good Morning Grass Elementary.
This is Mason Bigelow.
And Evelyn Shalante with your Bulldog broadcast.
Today is
Friday, October 27th.
Today is day 1 of our special subject schedule.
On Saturday, October 28th,
Ben Kiker and Kelsey Krager are celebrating their birthdays.
On Sunday, October 29th,
Andrew Bavasso and Grayson Carbon are celebrating their birthdays.
We hope you have a great birthday weekend.
There has been creepy carrots popping up at grass more each day. Not sure where they are coming from, but they are creepy.
On Fridays, we give shout-outs to the students and teachers that go above and beyond. Let's go to Donatello and Jules for our weekly shout-outs.
This is Donatello Hicks.
And Juliet Priebus with your weekly shout-outs.
Shout out to Jack Oddie in Mrs. Bennett's kindergarten class for being kind and asking a friend how his trip was when he came back to school.
Shout out to Jimmy Malloy and Michael O'Leary for helping put down the chairs in the morning.
Shout out to Calvin Pintar from Mrs. Jones' class for cleaning up a classmate's mess.
Shout out to Alex Britton from Kaylee. Thanks for helping me pick up supplies that I dropped on the ground.
Shout out to Ben Burke, Mark Trotter, and Marin Spar in Mrs. Willett's class for accepting others and showing kindness.
Shout out to Danica Carluzzi in Miss Willett's class for helping clean up the bistro.
Shout out to Kelsey Brown in Mrs. Thomason's class. Kelsey helped me clean up the floor when I spilled my pencil box from Graceland Fry.
Shout out to Chase Rowan from Mrs. Tomlinson. Chase secretly cleaned up my spill of paper clips for me. It was such a great surprise from Miss Tomlinson.
Shout out to Owen Backus, Charlie Cesario, and Kaylee Nguyen for helping clean up and sweep the floor after making our math cemetery skeletons for Mrs. Jardine.
A huge shout out to the students in Miss Beljan's class for welcoming a new student with open arms. You all have been so incredibly helpful.
Shout out to Lorelai and Ava in Miss Sievert's class for offering to have a student join their group during math. Way to show kindness.
Shout out to Miss Willett's class for filling their class reward bucket. They will enjoy a lunch party to celebrate their positive choices.
Shout out to Mrs. Godshaw's class for filling their class reward jar. They got to spend some time in the sunshine enjoying recess.
Shout out to Brody Bro in Miss Bennett's class for always being kind even when friends are not showing kindness to you. You are a rock star.
Shout out to Felina Ramirez in Mrs. Gentili's room for always being willing to help others.
Shout out to Olivia Pulley for reminding Miss Jardine to copy the weekly homework sheet.
Shout out to Alex Burke in kindergarten for being Mrs. Bennett's bug catcher. You're a hero.
Shout out to Miss Allen for letting Miss Bennett borrow her rocking chair this year and delivering it to her classroom. You're the best.
Shout out to Panda Leatherman for collecting random recess materials on the playground. Panda, you are always helping people.
Shout out to Miss Jardine's class for filling their marble jar to earn extra recess. Let's do it again.
Shout out to John Amp and Lotta for being a problem solver with his classmates while playing a board game.
Shout out to Caden Goodyear in Miss Gibbons' class for being so helpful during dismissal with the kindergartners.
Great job, students. Remember, you can send a shout out to anyone who is going above and beyond. Just let your teacher know.
Now we're back to our main studio.
Great job, students. Let's go to Miss Plord now for her daily message.
Grass Bulldogs, are you fabulous?
Yes, Miss
Plord,
we are fabulous.
We certainly are fabulous today and every day.
Yes, Miss Plord, we are fabulous. We hope you
enjoyed this edition of the Bulldog Broadcast.
We show our best cares behavior in the classroom, in the bistro, on the playground, on the bus, and at home.
Let us all do our part to make this a cares kind of day because a bulldog always cares.
Have a great cares day, Grass Elementary, because at JM Grass, we
shine from within.